Hi, my name's Jaron, and welcome to the finale of our Classic Restoration Challenge. Underneath this car cover here is our 1981 911 SC, converted to a slant nose, and it's all complete. So we're excited to show you guys the results. It's been 6 months of really hard work, but we finally made it. Before we unveil the car, I just want to take a second to say thank you to everybody who's been involved and helped along the project. My family who's supported the process, management here who's given me the opportunity to restore the vehicle, and all of my friends and coworkers who've helped along the way. So big thank you to all of them, and of course you for following along the process. And now without further ado, let's pull the cover. So this 1981 911 SC was purchased by my dad back in 1993. Later, a couple years later, he performed the modifications for the slant nose conversion, as well as some of the engine work done on it. He then daily drove that car for probably the next decade until a couple of transmission issues left the car parked in the garage. It got put under a car cover, and there it sat for about 20 years. Up until the point where he decided that he would trust me with the restoration of the vehicle and brought it out to us. So 20 years of sitting in the garage, there's quite a few issues that kind of accrued on the vehicle. So we've gone through and corrected all of that and got it back to spec. So to recap some of the progress we made on the vehicle, some repairs to the front bumper that had been damaged. We created a new grille here for the front end. Moving into the interior of the vehicle, we had to remove the fuel tank, clean and refurbish that, get all the fuel system there all working properly, new battery installed, and then all of the heating and HVAC stuff that lives underneath this front trunk got serviced. Additionally, new brake master cylinder, new reservoir, all of that replaced as the brake system kind of corroded over those 20 years that the vehicle sat. Moving into the wheel well area, brand new N-spec tires on the vehicle, so those should handle great. The brakes were completely removed, rebuilt, fresh rotors, brake pads, hoses, the whole 9 yards for the brake system replaced on the vehicle. Otherwise, cleaned up a couple of things underneath. There's a couple bash plates that got damaged. Those are replaced and refurbished. So all those are looking great at this time. Additionally, moving on to the inside of the vehicle, we cleaned up quite a bit. We installed the center console there, got that working properly, installed a Porsche Classic radio in the vehicle to replace the 90s aftermarket one. So this one fits a lot nicer, and everything's come along really well in there. And then in the rear of the vehicle here, we installed these new custom color seat belts, so bringing a little bit of the silver from the wheels outside of the vehicle in to add some contrast to the interior. So that's looks great in there. We replaced all the speakers in the car, got those working really nicely. These straps for the rear seat here were ripped and broken, so we created new ones embossed with a Porsche crest on there. Brushed off some of my leather working skills to make those custom, so those turned out great. Got our Porsche product specifications list to show all of the factory equipment that came with the vehicle, and of course our new owner's manual booklet over there. And then in the rear of the vehicle, most of the work that was done was here in the engine and transmission area. So we tore down the entire transmission, rebuilt that, brought everything up to spec, needed a couple synchronizers, and just a general reseal and servicing. So all of that went well. Engine got torn down. There had been quite a bit of carbon buildup on the valves, a broken valve spring, and a broken case stud. So all of those replaced and brought everything else back up to spec. Went through all of our ignition system. Almost every single piece of the fuel system that's back here has been replaced, as sitting for 20 years caused some damage there. But all of that's come out really well. Additionally, the axles in the back, the boots had torn, and there was quite a bit of pitting inside of those CV joints. So we installed some new CV joints, re-greased everything, fresh boots, So all of that is looking great as well. Then along the side of the vehicle here, we created these custom grills to kind of block any rocks and things like that that can make it through our air intakes. And to pay homage to the original slats that were on here, I designed and 3D printed these slats to go on there, embossed with the Porsche Bethesda logo here on the bottom slat. So those turned out great and should help prevent rocks from getting down into the brake and engine area. All right, and the last job we had to get done was correcting the paint here. So quick shout out to our friends at Car Source in Gaithersburg for turning this paint job around. It is a little bit of a modern take on the platinum metallic paint that the car originally came with. It's a modern style paint, shined up great, and it looks awesome. Well, that about does it. So again, we want to thank you for coming along and following our journey here with the vehicle. We're extremely proud of the work that we've done and the way the vehicle's turned out. And we look forward to seeing you out on the road.